There we go. Welcome, returning and new subscribers. My palm started itching just now. Let me see. Who's this? Mercury? What planetary hour we in? If it's Mercury, chill. It really is though. It is Mercury hour. Okay. Ooh wee. All right. We just gonna have to get right into it. Listen. Okay. So that in itself, you know, we always vibe with a lot of what comes through as it comes through, and there goes the beat, 452. But welcome all returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alba La Pantera. Appreciate you all for vibing through any of the videos, and just know that whenever you listen to any of my videos or watching and listening to the videos, know that I am a channeler of energy and more so a warrior of the spiritual realm. So anytime that there is a vibration or frequency that is not in alignment or causing stagnancy, I will do what I am to do on my part to handle that frequency and vibration. And if it is something that is running through the vessel or surrounding any one of you, just know that it's not directly towards any of you here, all right, my beautiful subscribers. But nonetheless, this could be energy surrounding you. So there are certain vibrations and frequencies I know I carry within my vessel, and things have to be expressed in certain moments in a certain way. But all is love. I love you all once again. Welcome. We are currently in the Mercury hour, so let's get into it. All praise is due to the Most High. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe, Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, protectors, warriors, galactic, cosmic protectors and warriors. As we thrive along this realm, on this planet called Earth, that carries many dimensions through the physical body as the earth itself, within the vessel of the human as earth. So many dimensions flow within them that correspond to the dimensions that they connect to outside of themselves. Because as within, so without, and we operate through the universal law. So here we are. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Why? Give me a second here. Ooh. Okay. Ashe. All right. I want to make sure the connection here. Make sure I can see this on this side too. All right. We in here. What message you have for the collective, beloved? Where do you want to go? Direct the energy. We going to the animal cards. Okay, these ones though. Where they at? Right here. Appreciate you all for hitting up that thumbs up energy, that Mars vibration, the I am that I am, which means you stepping into your power. Also, with cleansing yourself when you walk up into this place by tuning into this message. So let's see. We got fairies and animals within this deck. So what you got for them? All right, so give me a moment. We're gonna have to actually separate these two. Everything is part of the message. All right, we're separating decks that I have together. When the energy calls for it, I need with the alchemy that comes through mind, body, and soul. Look at this. We got purity coming through here. From the fairies, the only card, let me see which ones. I'm not gonna say the only one. I'm gonna see which ones are face up. Let's see what this is. Let's see. All these down now. Purity is the first one up. I'm gonna clarify that before I even go into the animal cards, because that's what I'm being guided to do, baby. So let's see what this is talking about. What is this message of purity about? What does it say? Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. Okay. So right there, see, the Four of Cups wanted to pop in and out. Some of you are in this position because that message is not clicking for you at this moment. Okay. This could have to do with taking a leap of faith. The Chariot shows up. Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, High Priestess, and the Devil in reverse. This is a stalemate energy. This is a void. So you could be avoiding something here. Let's see. What is this message of purity about? What is this message of purity about? There go that Three of Cups from yesterday's message. So if you ain't listened to yesterday's message, about 24 hours ago, tune in. What's this? Look in the book. This is actually my favorite card in this deck. Look in the book. Some of you are seeing something. It's going to help you flourish. Some of you are seeing something or a message, and you think, you may say nothing's a coincidence, but there's still something within. I see where this is going. There's still something with your subconscious mind that right now the collective as a whole, with Jupiter and Gemini, and then Pluto's about to be in a trine to Jupiter. It's bringing forth the vibe of you have to let go of these things that you have picked up as patterns when obstacles were non-existent, because in this moment of setting up, not obstacles, there were obstacles, but in terms of that, there were boundaries that you were incapable of setting, because setting boundaries as a child was non-existent, because you had to do whatever your superiors was telling you. So there's something that developed within you since you were a child, that now, while Pluto's in the trine to Jupiter, these next couple of days from the 25th to the 2nd of June, doesn't have to be that moment, but just astrologically as to what's happening cosmically. This is helping you to literally strip yourself sadness energy, or transform, or lose certain digits or connections that you may have at your fingertips, that creates a part of you that doesn't really serve you. And so much so that it doesn't allow you to enjoy moments that you are actually enjoying. So some of you have everything going well for you right now, but there's something that is a pattern that has been set within your subconscious mind from your childhood that is not allowing you to fully step forward and into that vibration of enjoyment, empowerment. So what Pluto trine and Jupiter is going to do, Jupiter being the higher mind, Gemini being the lower mind, not one better than the other. Look at this as a complete home. You have your foundation and you have your rooftop. Okay, so this is the union of those two parts of the mind, or those two realms of the mind, the lower and higher, and it's expanding. What's expanding is the part of you when it comes to your higher self becoming more of a daily activity, and not just a moment when you're in some form of meditation or you're receiving downloads. No, with Jupiter and Gemini, Pluto trine in Jupiter, when is this, on the 2nd of June? Yeah. So that what that's going to do is going to transform. It's in a harmonious aspect. Pluto's in a harmonious trine and Jupiter in a harmonious aspect. So what that's going to do is know that Pluto is the god of transformation, the god of death, the god of the underworld. So now you're being able to use that hermit light, that lantern, that star that's in that lantern. That's your knowing. This is another reason why I release the energy of hope, because hope has the fear of the unknown. What Pluto's going to do when it comes to that same expression, fear of the unknown, is going to destroy whatever it is that first and foremost allowed you to have that perception, and then anything that came thereafter. So this card, look in the book, says whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in the book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. This could be for a masculine too, or as far as this could be for a masculine, not two, but masculine, whether you're a male or female. Left side of your brain, logic, energy, action. So, what's this purity? What is going on here? A notification just came across the screen. Focus on what matters. There you go. That's at 5:05 too. Focus on what matters. We have the Strength card with the Queen of Cups upright. Wow. Because in those other cards, when Queen of Cups showed up, was in reverse. Now the Queen of Cups in reverse is the energy of intoxicating feelings, manipulative feelings. Towards others. But this is something that could also be ancestral, because Queen of Cups energy is Cancer energy. And that's the 4th house, which represents your ancestors, past life energy, your first experience of a soul tribe, which is the family or the familiars you are born into, in whichever which way, in whatever which way that occurs. Because some of you may have had, you know, some experiences where you're asking yourself, why me? But your higher self knows exactly why you. The part of you that remembers the reason why you decided to be that one sperm cell to make it to the egg. That type of power is coming back into one's reality. Step by step, though. Step by step. This is the shedding of the skin of the serpent, bit by bit. And that last bit of a serpent shedding its skin, it puts its head in between two rocks. So that pressure is not going to be the easiest, most comfortable feeling. Some of you now have the strength due to the transformation through fire to purify yourself. Have the strength to overcome certain ancestral connections or patterns that you may not even be aware as to why you may not be experiencing life to the fullest that you know you should be. And all is well right now in your life. You know what, that's an example of being in a position in your life, again, where all is well. But you can easily, as quick as the snap of my fingers just now, go back into a space where you have been mishandled. You have to get to the root of where that occurred and why that kept happening. Once you do that, which is what's happening now, Jupiter and Gemini, your higher mind, which is something that is, you know, where you set a moment aside to tap into, that is becoming your normal daily activity, Gemini, when it comes to what you do on a daily basis with your thoughts, the way you communicate. Now, when Pluto trines Jupiter, Pluto, god of the underworld, Hades energy, connects to Jupiter. Now, we can also see this as Anubis for Pluto. Connects to Jupiter, we could say Ra or Zeus, whichever, you know, legend connects to you most. There's a connection between basically heaven and hell, or heaven and the underworld. Hell, that's not even what it is. Hell is not the correct word. Cancel here, delete that. Underworld and heaven, where whatever has been dormant within your subconscious mind for however long it's been happening, with that Queen of Cups right here showing up, Cancer energy, that's before you. It's before you. So this led into a traditional way of doing things. I'm also getting that this is why some of you move in a certain way with certain people you're connecting with romantically and what you expect from them. Instead of you really connecting more with yourself and having the frequencies and vibration align you with that which is connected to you, with that which is a vibrational match. Not a lesson, but your reward. It took a lot of strength and courage to go along this journey to purify the blood line. They said to separate it that way. It takes plenty of strength and courage to purify the bloodline, the blood line, the veins. The journey of the blood within the vessel. So yes, welcome, love. What else? What we got here? We got the King of Pentacles. There's similar energies that are coming through here for those of you that are tuning in. King of Pentacles with this wolf here is a beautiful explanation. This is Taurus, which also has to do with Venus. But all things sacred is also having to do with Taurus energy, being that, well, not just Taurus, but Venus in general. All things sacred as it relates to Venus. And primarily the love that one has for the information that they have, or for the resources that they are willing to exchange once they come into harmony with the spiritual aspect. Let's say we're talking about Taurus with this King of Pentacles. This is a Venus card, being that it's Taurus. King of Pentacles will be the fixed energy. It's polar opposite of Scorpio. So the resources that one has as it entails to your deep, intense emotions, and these deep, intense emotions is going to put you through experiences where you're actually going to gain more information or resources that you consider as valuable, and that can turn up your own value within yourself and the way you speak about yourself when you get around others. Okay, so whew. Here we go. What else? Welcome, beautifuls. Here we go. Ace of Swords in reverse. What do you want me to give them clarity about? Yeah. Wow. Okay. For some of you, this may have to do with your second house of your finances. That which brings you emotional security through financial or material security. We have here the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, while this here Ace of Swords for you comes out in reverse. What came out in reverse? What was that? Yes, that was a door to value. More about the Taurus energy then. Okay. Wow. Six of Pentacles with the Death card. Scorpio energy right there. So speaking of Pluto, Pluto's on your side. So as far as this is the perfect, honestly, this card right here is the perfect image for Pluto in a trine to Jupiter. In the darkness, there is light, but you have to get to the center of it. You have to get to the depths of the root. The depths of the root. The root, you may feel as though that's it. No, there's more into that too. Within everything, there is something else. Within everything, there is something else. And in speaking of carrying that lantern, that star that's in that lantern, that hermit, this is, you being willing to go to whatever depths you have to go to one, purify yourself, to be able and willing that when you see this Ace of Swords or this Sword of Truth, you're willing to accept it. This has to do with the detachment too. Because detachment, once you really perform that act, it leads into acceptance. If you're detaching and not accepting what you're detaching from, it's going to put you back into a space of regret, retaliation, all that. And for some, subliminally, regret, retaliation, that's petty bill. Basically, it puts you in this petty state. Let's see. Let's clarify this here. Mind you, this ain't this is more of a pre-shuffle. We didn't even get to that. Although this is the actual message. All is the message. Four Pentacles. Holding on. Speaking of detached. There you go. Sun and Capricorn card. For some of you, this is a legit Capricorn. For some of you, this is a career path. You're too comfortable. A tradition. Or what others consider success, whether this be in love, your career, or things that you enjoy doing. As far as things that you enjoy doing, what I'm picking up on, let's say this has to do with the hobby that you have that's going to actually give you the resources that most would feel as though, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, to get to that point, to be able to do this and to be able to... Do what you enjoy doing. Because in this day and age, if you don't enjoy it, you're going to go down with it. And that's unnecessary. There's no need. Okay? The bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Some of you are literally blocking out offers. For some of you, this right here, you're holding on to something, and this is how this would appear in reality. Let me just random ass example. You're holding on to something that no longer serves you with this Four of Pentacles. And that which you are wanting, that is an equal give and take, Six of Pentacles, that's going to allow you to be reborn and step into your power of leadership and receive these contracts, like literally fully receive it. This will be an example of holding on to that which no longer serves you. And that message is sitting in your spam. It already reached you. But because you're in the energy that you're in, the universe is going to make sure, okay, it's going to give you what you're prepared for. While it still knows your higher mind, your higher self understands where you are going next, what you are capable of. And for some of you, this is where people call it luck. You're receiving opportunity before you feel that you are, supposed to receive it or prepared to. So this right here, what I'm seeing, there's something, this is an energy of somebody having what they're looking for and it's sitting in their spam. Or they're holding on to spam energy instead of clearing it out so they can really go to their original and authentic inbox. Okay. Let's see. What's this Four of Pentacles? That was fast. Holding on to something from the past. Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, a lack mindset. Look at this. This one. Look at this. Look what's over here. The entire Empress. That's all four queens in the deck. And for some of you, what you're holding on to is this Queen of Cups energy. Something from your past, something from a home, something from when you were younger. This is what Pluto is doing right now. It's really clearing out, putting you through this abrupt death process, transformation, so you can have your rebirth. And it's not asking you, are you ready? metaphysically and figuratively speaking, because I'm not speaking on someone physically transitioning off this realm. That's not what this is about. This is overcoming everything that tested your strength and finally able to surrender. For some of you, your strength comes through what you feel with that Queen of Cups. And this is all coming through about purity. Always trust the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question. Alright. So, we're going to go to what we originally were going to, the animal spirit. Mind you, this is a fairy deck, but you got an animal here. Well, majestic energy here with the unicorn. So, fairies, for some of you, are appearing much bigger through certain animals that you are encountering, birds, whatever it is that you're surrounded by, whatever's in your environment. Or this could be, let's say there's a certain bird that you don't normally see in your neighborhood, Gemini energy, but with Jupiter and Gemini, higher mind and lower mind integration, you may, this is just a quick example, see a peacock in the Bronx, right in the middle of the block. That's not what we see, okay? That is not what we see out there. No, baby. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. What's the animal spirit deck card doing? Ooh, the cougar. You have those in human form. That shit is hilarious. Do your thing, honey. Do your thing. You hear me? Okay. The cougar, assertive, wise, decisive. You are being guided to be attentive towards your universal nudges in your life. Make your decision. Take a risk. And step outside your comfort zone. If you change your approach, you change your direction. If you change your approach, you change your direction. This Empress card is just loud over here. Each inspired action taken will deliver you to your heart's desires. And she's holding that Venus glyph too. All things sacred, the most sacred is love. And then you got a dragon cougar. Shit, okay. All right now. You got a whole dragon cougar coming out this thing. Listen. Let's see. Wisdom, spirituality, abundance. You are being guided to tap into your inner wisdom and find higher purpose. You have a unique gift to present to the world. The time has come to showcase yourself and your abilities. Be strong and courageous through your transitions. This comes out quite often. When there go the hummingbird from yesterday. But that dragon comes out quite often. Yes, we're in the year of the dragon. However, even if we're not in the year of the dragon, this comes out for y'all up in here, subscribers. You have the level of wisdom, spirituality that is to bring you abundance. But you must have forgot, the level of mysticism that you carry. This is also what Jupiter and Gemini is doing as well, is allowing you to carry that mystical thought, and thought becomes things effortlessly. So much so you may even find yourself encountering people where you can have certain discussions that you felt that you may have to hold to yourself. Now, if you're going to be out here being skeptical, be careful with that, with this Jupiter and Gemini energy too. This Gemini moves quick. It's ruled by Mercury. So if you have a skeptical thought, just know that expansion is going to happen much faster than you expect. Okay? And the fact that you're over here on this channel, that skepticism shouldn't even be a part of your DNA at this point. If you have reached this channel, that means you have reached a point in your hermit stage where you're not afraid to go to the depths of the depths within the shadows, just so you can utilize the potency of the light that you carry. So fear, that shouldn't even be a thing for you while you over here. It shouldn't. You can make it real. It's all arms for anything, anyone to make it real, because it wants to be real, but it's a false illusion appearing real. You have to be the creator of that false evidence appearing real. You give it the power. I just smelled spearmint gum and winter fresh. I haven't had gum. I can't even tell you last time I had gum. That's wild. Butterfly. That could be why. Mind, body, and soul transformation. You are being guided to embrace change and detach from what no longer serves you. Begin now, not tomorrow, later. All you got is right now. Just keep that in mind. All you have is right now. Okay? Okay. Begin now to recognize your own beauty and elegance, and the world will do the same. 529. The world will do the same. Aldebaran energy. Look at this, the dolphins. As I said, Aldebaran, the dolphins are sitting here at the bottom of the deck. Let me tell you something. That's my polar opposite, direct polar opposite energy. Royal Star Aldebaran. My sun sign energy is Antares. Let me tell you something here. Aldebaran. For some, this could also be a connection to Archangel Michael as well. Give me 1 second. One second in spiritual time. Yeah. You wanna know something? I haven't seen those cards in a minute. Now that I say that out loud, they haven't been popping through here. Huh. Everybody went back to their corners, including me. Shit, real talk. Hold on. Give me few. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Aldebaran connects to the silver gate where the souls descend to the earth, because that will be, as far as it's in the Taurus constellation, but in connection to Gemini degree, 9 degrees, and right after Gemini is Cancer, which is the birth portal. So Aldebaran, Royal Star, Gemini, 9 degrees, the silver gate was where souls descend to earth with deeper wisdom and higher truths, is the frequency that we are in as a collective, which occurs from May 29th to May 31st. So this is why you may have been having what you may consider an epiphany these past couple days. Or finally able to process a thought. And when I say process the thought, being that Gemini 9 degrees energy, it could be 8 to 9 degrees. But 9 degrees, 8 degrees, we're looking at Scorpio Sagittarius connected to Gemini. So what am I saying? Well, there's a destruction of one way of thinking to evolve you into the God, Goddess frequency that you truly are. But you forgot. And Sedna, asteroid Sedna, is also in Gemini. And the story with her is the cutting off of fingers and thrown into the ocean. And then in that moment is when she evolved into an immortal goddess. So this could be a vibe of what there's something that your comfort zone. What is at your comfort zone that at any moment and given time you can grab onto it? Is it something that is connected to your higher purpose? That's the question, because the transformation is happening regardless. From the mortal to immortal state per se, or from the human to the God, Goddess frequency, amongst all. So, what takes you off track? Because Aldebaran also speaks of the bull's eye, because that's where it's located, in the eye of the bull. And the Taurus constellation is located in the eye of the bull. So what is taking you off track about what it is that you're supposed to take charge on? The bull came up a couple lives ago too. There was so many of them. They were showing the matadores, or the matador, in Spain, and the festival that they have, where they just allow them to run the street, just run over everything. So wild. Look at this. Look what pops out. You are an ancient divine feminine, divine masculine. You are remembering. There it went. I just heard under the sea. Well, yeah, that Little Mermaid energy too. Under the sea. Ancestors, Queen of Cups energy. Ah, Sirius. That is connect, what is that? Cancer energy, what is it? 13 to 14 degrees. July 3rd to July 8th. Receiving favors from superiors. Strong character, fighting spirit. Can see patterns most cannot. Here to teach about true love and wisdom. That's what the dragon was saying that you have. Some of you have ancestors from the Syrian star family. Beautifully enough, they also connected dolphins. Nothing's a coincidence. All praise is due to the Most High. That right there. Lyrans as well. There's an energy here of Lyrans with the cougars, felines. Shout out to you, fam. You fam, just know you are divine feminine, divine masculine, divine left hemisphere of the brain, divine right hemisphere of the brain. You are remembering. They're coming together. This is why it's important to walk, run, exercise. Because it develops the tissues between the two hemispheres of your brain that allows you to remember. People think exercising is just for fucking show. No, it's not. It's much deeper than that. Literally, the more you move and you strengthen your body, you're actually strengthening the tissues within your brain to come together and create that synergy that allows you to remember all that you are. All right, now. Let me leave these up here. these right here, we gotta be channeling my personal deck. Yeah, they'll be available at some point. Just no time soon. Let me keep it a stack. No time soon. At least not on ego timing. If you on your spiritual guidance timing, then when you see that it's available, day and night. Let's get into some more tarot, my love. Come on. Come on, baby. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me put these where them belong. Yeah. Who we got in here? We got Taja, Lana, Rhea, Fatima. Hello. Hola. Hey, beauties. Hey, honey. Hey, my love. We gonna keep this energy pure and vibrant. I've been throwing little bars here and there, Lana. You know what I'm saying? Little shang, you feel me? Little shang. You know what I mean? You'll get intellectual, BX, all type of shit over this. So let me tell you something. We do is all over here. Listen, all right. So if I do play music, I'm not gonna do it on this live, so that way y'all can watch this one again. Because if I play music, I'm gonna have to take it down. That's why I've been taking those down. Cause yeah, you just be vibing. So we gonna get there, my love. We gonna get there, you know. Hi. Hello. I'm not even gonna do that to myself. I was about to read this advisory warning. I will literally, I'm not gonna do it because I will throw that shit out. And honestly, these shits are toxic though. I ain't gonna hold you. But whatever. It's clever. Y'all see segment? Oh, she this way. Just a little desk version. But she mighty. Tell you that right now. Cause the way them cats been showing up right here by this window where she at, they usually go in a different spot around the crib, but they know she in here. I tell you that. They know they mama. They know they mama. It's the most beautiful thing to see. All right. Do we want, let me know. Do you want to receive a message that is general and it may include love, or do you want a love message? Y'all let me know. What's the vibe? Because the general would include love, but if I do a love message, it'll be predominantly that. General, okay. General. Y'all know the vibes. All right, babe. Okay. Okay. Let's go for it then. All right. Let's see what the current situation is. As a matter of fact, I would to use what? Okay. All right. So let me go here. They said go here. What's going on? What's the room saying? Do, 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 do. So, yes, there are cards that you can order that are runes, but I've been using these for a while, these self-made ones, because these channel a lot of energy and I just wanted to be personal. Not saying that you cannot order them. No, order them if that's what you want. I'm actually about to order actual another set. Well, not another set, because I don't have a set that I've ordered as far as runes, but I'm about to order one that are lapis lazuli stones, just to have them. But I do suggest that if you're into these and the messages that they bring, create your own so that it's personal to you and you can really pick up on the energy as to what's going on. But let's see what the vibe is, okay? Okay. Ooh. So this landed in reverse, and there's a reason why I mentioned what I just mentioned about hand making these. We're gonna turn it upright because at some point there was movement that has been blocked. Rado has to do with growth. All right, and it is, I'm getting, before I even explain that, I'm feeling the energy of finally being able to relax. Finally being able to relax, okay? changes that are caused by a product, harvesting of plants. So this could even be for some of you learning to make time, accepting to make time when it comes to the internet and the way that you can increase your finances, because once again that Taurus energy does come up quite a bit. We have number 20 here, which is also a 2, but 20 is judgment, which can connect to Scorpio, which is the polar opposite of Taurus. Then you have the 8 of Wands, which is Mercury and Sagittarius. So this is a lot of information and ideas that are coming to you where you can actually create, or you're being guided through this message to create a digital product. There were certain situations in your life that you may have felt stagnant, but it's time for you to turn that lead into gold. Saturn was just there restricting you only for you to see the way that you operate within your thoughts and the way you communicate that with yourself and the way you communicate that with the world outside of you. 8, but also speaking of Mercury with the 8 of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius, but this is supposed to bring you abundance and quickly. Financially and in love and spiritually. Love in between the two. This radar rune speaks about a cycle in your life where growth was happening, reaction, growth through reaction. So strong Libra. Let me see, what else? Whoa, wow, okay. We have here the Empress with Inguas or Ingus or Beth, Judgment. We just mentioned Judgment with this one, but this is Berkana. And then we have La Goose, which is all 4 aces. This is amazing. This right here is some amazing stuff. So, because this came out first in reverse, it led into this point. This, I'm also getting where something was growing beneath the surface with fertility here. And then you have Berkana, which is, Berkana is really the energy of the Empress, and the Empress came before the rune of Berkana, which speaks of growth. This is also speaking of growth too, though. There's a lot of growth here. There's so many portals that are opening up. So a lot of these situations you felt were restrictive towards you, it's where you're supposed to create from. It's the ideas that you are getting or situations you experience to receive these ideas to create. Let's put it this way. Any situation you have experienced that put you at rock bottom, that is your bread and butter. That is where you manifest the reality of what it would feel as though someone who has a product that is constantly creating revenue in their life. If you master the situation, create something that's going to allow you, because you have so much passion for it, because you experienced it and you know what it is step by step, that is the most beautiful creation you can come through with. It's very similar to the enjoyment of creating a child. The birth process may be a little painful, but that point of creation is very sensual. It's orgasmic. But as you give birth to it, which means you're prepared to bring it into the world, you may experience, some pain here and there. All around. But when you give birth to that situation, your life changes completely. Because it's a representation of you being at an emperor or an empress status, or both. Okay? with this Aces rune flow, it says journey, fertility, growth, flow. That's literally what's coming through here. Let me see. This is having the force of karma as well, the force of Saturn. Yeah. The basically, this will be the challenge or the square energy. Let's say if we're talking about Pluto and Saturn, this will be the challenge between those two. Transformation, the lessons that you go through, because Pluto is going to take your power only for you to take it back. It's the only reason why Pluto does it. Pluto is not taking your power to indulge in your power. No, Pluto takes your power so you can take it back. And Saturn gives you the muscles. Just to bring some more respect into Saturn. Just saying. Because you don't do it, baby. You don't do it, the Saturn gonna do you. All right. Speak, source. Okay, you want me to look at something else? What now? Yes, we already talked about that. I said this is the rune of feminine energy. And this one represents the subconscious and that which is within. The subconscious, that which is within, feminine energy. What was this? What did I say about that? This is the very essence of creativity and the act of creating as well with Angus, but it's also connected to Beth, the ennoble energy of karma. Well, that would be different though. Bento. Yeah, Bento is different. That's not Bento, but that's significant though, the fact that it even came up. Bento is the one of the high priestess with the, it's this way. It's a C with two lines coming outward. It's very similar to the view of legs coming out of a C. Let's see. This is Bento. Birth, Angus, and Bento and birth are two different things though. It's here though. Has the energy of karma, which is also the high priestess rune. The letters R, N, G, B, and L. 555 could be significant. Whoa. Something about those letters, for sure. 3 of Swords. What's at the bottom of the deck? 7 of Wands. Okay, learning boundaries. Learning, okay, this is what we was talking about at the beginning in terms of what is it that you are still connected to from your childhood where you weren't able to set boundaries because you were a child. You know what I mean? So, what's the challenge here of overcoming this energy, Saturn, when it comes to partnerships? This is Saturn in Libra, 3 of Swords. Them challenges are heart, gut-wrenching. This the past and the extra card. This is giving you the answer about the past. For real, for real. There go the 8 of Wands, which is the first one. And this is the one that came out in reverse. It's something from your past that's stopping your growth to move forward. Let's see what this is. I'm going to go here, which is the past situation. But at the bottom of the deck, what do you have? 4 of Pentacles, holding on. These are the same cards coming out. As far as what the energy is really, wow, this is coming out fast. 4 of Wands. Tell me more about the 4 of Wands. 8 of Cups. This, okay, well, this is a relationship you have to walk away from. For some of you, that's a legit marriage. Or something where you really committed yourself to. What's peeping through is this 10 of Cups. So you were definitely happy at one point in this situation, which is why I created this energy of such a deep, intense heartbreak. But this is what leads you into going into the shadow aspect, to go into the hermit mode, the spiritual higher self hermit mode. Not the toxicity of it, the shadow side, or the hermit in reverse, where isolating yourself hurts you. These cards are just popping out and landing right on top of this one. 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Split victory. So whatever this situation was, the reason why it didn't pan out, and it's simply stated, and you know why this is, because this wasn't a situation where you were both going towards the same victory, as far as something as simple as a union, really being unified. And when I mean unified, is supporting each other in your differences, so it doesn't lead into codependency of a union. Allowing each side to be independent within a union, so that way you can now build that empire. Okay, what's crowning this energy? What's crowning the energy? Justice. I can feel when it's a card that's in reverse and when it comes up upright. So if it's coming out in reverse and sometimes you don't see it, then I'm pulling it through in reverse, it's because it's not supposed to be. But when it's supposed to be, then listen. We're gonna have to go there with it. What's the 4 of Swords? Libra. Justice with another Libra card. 4 of Swords. You can't even see that. Justice with the 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Something that used to be in and out. See, something that used to be in and out won't be anymore here. See, okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to explain that. Anyway, Knight of Swords. Something might have moved too quickly here as well. There was a quick spark, but it faded out just as quick as it came in. Because it was stunting your growth. You may not have recognized that at that moment, but for some of you, this is definitely about something that you felt as though you invested time in. Or you may have done something differently in this form of a connection, because you felt as though that in doing something differently, then you'll get a different result. But in doing something differently, your subconscious mind and your internal perception was still moving the same way as your previous actions. So this new action that you were doing wasn't even relevant to what your intentions were, because your intentions were still connected to a past inner perception. They haven't fully shifted over yet. But let's see what's at the basis of this. Love that. Brought it over one time. We got the World card, completion of a cycle. What's at the basis of this? The 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about something that you've been holding on to. You and this energy had amazing communication too. That's what's so hard about you letting this go. That's the challenge, is the level of communication that you had. But in some instances, when you go through experiences of that nature, it's for you to develop your way of communication. Because you may have a beautiful level of verbal communication with this person, but when it comes to spiritual things that have to do with your emotions, this is a vibe of someone who really talked a great game. And whatever area of your life that this is resonating with at this point in this message, because this could be career. This, for some of you, as far as a career with that Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn, this could be someone having you go through different trainings and saying, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We're going to boost you up and we're going to do this. And then there's someone who comes in brand new that didn't do none of the training that you did, and they end up in the position that you've been literally training for. But you have to go through that experience just so you can learn to take certain risk when it comes to you knowing your value. Second house, once again. All right. What's next here? Let's see, baby. Let's see. Why does her big money, big money? And it's 602. That's an 8. Look at this. 3 of Cups. So if you haven't tuned into the message from yesterday about 25 hours ago, whatever clarity you gain from that video, let me see. Hold on. Whatever clarity you gain from expanded view of your higher self to perceive reality royally, that's what happens in this position, because this position indicates what's happening next for you. That could be different for everybody else. Look at that 33. There's some form of mastery that you are approaching, especially with this here, with the Rado, Beth, Berkana, Lagos. This is a lot of ancestral inheritance due to a victory you have overcome, because this rune, Lagos, is all 4 aces. So you're getting the key to every portal that allows you to create your reality the way you want it, precisely the way you not even want it, the way you know you are to have it, because you imagine it. But if you imagine yourself having something that you feel as though I don't have enough money for this, or you're going to get the keys still. You're still going to get the keys to these portals, but you're going to open that lack mindset in connection to those portals. Because those portals can shift in which way. All right, so what's the advice? What's the advice? 5 of Swords. Get out of your head. The advice is get out of your head so the wheel can turn, because you got the key. You have the key. Your destination is leading you to different parts of fates that you have a connection to. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have so many different avenues as far as your fated destination or your fate. So what I'm picking up on when it comes to that, the beginning and end are set, but the way you get there and what you do in between is yours. Okay? The way you navigate what's in between the beginning and end is up to you. You know how much power that is? First and foremost, don't neglect the fact that you have given yourself the power from whichever connection you come from, because you, okay, have decided to be in this realm from the moment that you were created. Yeah, there are billions of cells, but though that's the first battle. Let me tell you something. You see that same battle that you had, I'm going to repeat that again. The same battle that you had to get to that egg is the same one that you're having now, but it's just not the billions that you can see. When you were in that state as a tadpole or as a sperm cell, you were seeing the billions of obstacles and challenges, but now they're hidden. But just keep that in mind. Just keep that perception that I've done this before. Doesn't that sound familiar though? When we speak of past life, I've done this before. Because you have. Your most recent past. When you enter the womb state. You don't have to go 1500s or none of that. Nah. In fact, even if you were around then, you still don't remember when you were fighting billions of people and you just that one. Or fighting billions of cells and you were just that one. That made it. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Okay? Listen. I'm literally just letting Source speak. What else? What's the advice about the Five of Swords? Let's see what's up. Let's see what the vibe is. What's the advice about the Five of Swords? Clearing out the throat chakra. Clear it out. Let me tell you something about these negative entities. They cannot stand the sound of a bell. They can't stand it. It literally dissolves it. They can't stand it. And you can tell that they can't. These soul suckers can't stand it. Because each and every human at some point or some part of your day, you have that frequency within you. Whether somebody opens up the blinds too soon, it becomes too bright, you put the covers over your head, or your alarm goes off and it annoys you. That's that shit. Okay. This is why I tell you, if you are here on this channel, baby, all this superficial fear energy that you may have been having, you better let that shit go. Okay? All right. We have the Hierophant, 5-5. There you go. There you go. The Hierophant. Venus, sacred energy. Taurus again, but the macro to the micro of all of the cards that were coming out, whether if it was a court card with the King of Pentacles or the Six of Pentacles as a minor arcana. This is the big honcho of that energy. This is the higher self of that frequency. That King of Pentacles and that Six of Pentacles was more so the lower mind operating in this realm. But this Hierophant energy is the higher self frequency. Now, the Hierophant speaks about you going into different studies of different sacred values and mastering each and every one of them. And each and every one of them allows you to climb that ladder, or Jacob's ladder, or fully climb up that DNA ladder in harmony, not dysfunctionally, making you susceptible to discomfort, or AKA dis-eases. Get out of your head. Remember Amam, A-M, 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 Amam, and it's right here, dear mother. Do I still have it here? Yup, I didn't even change it from here. Metaphysically, Amam, A-M, A-M, speaks of a fixed state of thought in the subconscious mind and very close to the body consciousness. Edom, E-D-O-M, when you look at this in the Bible, all right, take notes. Get you, whenever you watch this again, if you're watching this now, take notes. Edom, E-D-O-M, refers to the body or flesh. The south always means below. It usually pertains to subconsciousness. Going back to Amam, A-M-A-M, a fixed state of thought in the subconscious mind and very close to the body consciousness. It is an assembling place, gathering place, in which a certain phase of subconscious thought force prepares to work out in the body. So this is intentionally using the resistance to gain strength. Doesn't that sound as though you working out? Yes. It's okay. A mom is spoken of in connection with Shema, which has to do with hearing or rumor, and Molada, which has to do with birth or generation. Man, they've known about you before you even got here. For some of you, when it came to that Queen of Cups and that strength and courage may have had to do with the great-grandmother or grandmother, not even your mother. Your whole great-grandmother or grandmother already had plans for you to shut your shit down because they were wounded. This is not for you to be pissed off at them, though. This is for you to use that resistance that they have given you. This is this is somebody giving you 225 to bench press for the masculines, or if you want to squat this, masculines or feminine, whatever. They give you 225, feeling as though you can't lift, and you sitting there pushing that shit. Just, you feel me? Because they thought you couldn't handle it. Because yes, at one point they may have given you that much burden and you crumbled. But you may have distanced yourself from that moment that you crumbled to strengthen yourself and prepare yourself for any other moment that may come into your life where there's a similar instance where you have to be prepared to move that resistance away from you and not let the resistance take over you. Okay? We preaching it this week. Furthermore, as this thought center is given over to praise and prayer, which also signifies the city came into possession of Judah. The city coming into possession is Venus, of Judah. This also connects to the solar plexus. Venus has to do with your sacred values, but if we're looking at the chakras, this is your throat chakra, because Taurus is your throat chakra. So as this thought center is given over to praise and prayer, the city came into possession of Judah. The city coming into possession of Judah is as the thought center is given over to praise and prayer. Now, city can also be described as your throat chakra too, you speaking your truth. It is raised then to higher and more spiritual expression. This is literally saying if you utilize this situation of miscommunication that may lead into self-sabotaging thoughts, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, you can easily turn this lead into gold as you raise to a higher and more spiritual expression. But you can choose to lower it to a much lower vibration if you want to too. Those are the choices you have. And anything you experience where you may feel as though, have your moment, but don't let that moment last you 10, 20 years, a lifetime, not even a day. Shit, an hour is too much. I'll give you them first 59 minutes within this physical realm to have your moment, but after that, let that shit go, because now you're creating what people are planning for in this quote-unquote future. You hold on to that 4 Pentacles for more than an hour. That hour is going to equal to your future next year. I mean, think about it. When they testing your heart rate, they give you 60 seconds. They give you a minute. That one, anytime you reach 1 in any instance, just be mindful of that. They said to go with a final message. What's the final message here? What's the final message? We said what we had to say. Okay? 6:16 on the clock. You already know the vibes. Yeah. Whoever used that bell sound on Hot 97, they knew what they was doing. The final message, come through with it. As it should be. The Six of Pentacles, right there. Right there, full circle. Right there, full circle. We was just talking about you and you popped out letting them know. That's what the vibe is. At the bottom of the deck, what we got? The other one. If I'm not mistaken, this was on top of this one. That's why they said the last message. That's the way Pluto is moving right now. Pluto said, oh, this is the last time you feel as though you're going to do what you kept doing. That's what this Pluto trying to Jupiter is all about. No longer doing what you felt comfortable doing. So much so to go through another lesson. Because of fear to step outside of a comfort zone. Let that go. Let it go, baby. Let it go. And with that, my loves, I'm going to conclude your message here. I will be back. Because we may just be vibing, playing some music. You already know the vibes. You already know how we do over here. Para que lo sepa, ya tú sabes. Okay? So, we're going to conclude this message here. You're all most welcome. You're welcome, loves. You're welcome. Thank you for vibing out. Fatima, Taja, Lana, Rhea made it to the final portion or the conclusion of this message. Because this ain't the last one. And the previous night ain't the last night because you still living. You feel me? Okay? Appreciate love all of you. Yes. And tune into the next live. Ciao.